Week 42, and this week was a little slower. It was pretty good though. But there's some parts of the week that was like super good. Man, 30 of my daggum glasses. And yeah, let's get into it. So Monday, we had JT come to the church for a little bit just so we can go through the interview questions with him. And we're going through the interview questions. We come to this one question, we ask it, and he's like, yes. And we're just like, oh. What? Are you on this? Yes. Oh, crap. So, we have to push out his baptism. So, we're hoping that we can get it worked out, but man, it's those things where you just can't see it. You don't see it coming. When he said that, me and Elder Hunter just looked at each other like, what? What? It was apparently something dumb, but then after we drove back to our apartment and we got picked up by Brother Toronto, who Sister Toronto is the Radio Society president, but Brother Toronto picked us up and we went to his house and went fishing. And you know, there's a few things you need to know about me. If you want to make me happy, help me with these things: fishing, camping, pasta, and Dorito Dynamites, and technology. And music. Don't leave out my music. And if you just want to make me happy, help me out with these, and we're gonna be good. We're gonna be happy. Happy family. I don't know. But fishing was great. It was honestly I needed it. My brain was running 500 different directions for whatever reasons, but I ended up catching like 8 fish too. We had to throw them back in the water because they weren't game, but I still caught 8 fish. It was super good. Then after he took us to Dyersburg. We had a few calls as well, and then just ended the day. Then we had zone conference Tuesday. We got a ride down through a member. Oh, excuse me. And then after we got picked up by our elders quorum president, and he took us out to eat at this place in Bartlett. Oh man. And then we just drove. He took us up to Dyersburg, and we actually started exchanges because we had exchanges that day. I went with Elder Ramage to here in Humboldt, and President Stevens took us back here, and we ended the day. But yeah, zone conference was super good though. I was happy about that. Wednesday, after studies and lunch and all that, we got picked up. We went with President Stevens again up to Trezevant, and we had another discussion with that less active member we had previously. And because of time and whatever, we ended up just driving to Dyersburg, ending exchanges, and Elder Hunter came back with me to the Humboldt, and we went to the church and just kind of started preparations for gospel principles that night, gospel essentials and all that. And we're like, okay, let's go to Taco Bell. We're driving down to Taco Bell, and we have this Wendy's that has been in the process of being built for the past while. But we see cars there, like going through the drive-thru and people going in. We're like, what? Wendy's is open already? And we're like, screw Taco Bell, we're going to Wendy's. And so we just whip it and we go to Wendy's. And they actually have kiosks. You walk in and literally, like, first thing you have is kiosks and people helping you out. And so literally you order right there, and it was just, man, the kiosks are better there than it is at McDonald's. It was super good. And then we came back and had our class and just ended the day. It was a pretty good class. Thursday we actually did some service for Martha, the one who was widowed recently. Her name is Martha. It was a lot of organizing that we did. A lot of organization this first a little bit, because organizing scrap from trash to prepare for burning. And doing service brings me a lot of joy. For me, it really does. And I find it super cool how much it changes people's lives as you do that service. And especially for Martha's, especially. I don't know why it's specifically her, but like I get super excited wanting to go over. It's like, it's either Monday night or Thursday mid-afternoon. It's whenever those times, it's like, man, we get to go to Martha's and actually help her out. And it's just super cool, and I love it. Then we came back to our house. We were doing a few things, and we ended up doing more things, and we got carried away. But we ended up biking around Humboldt, and we found a new person in the process, so that was good. And then we had dinner at the Fishers, and just kind of went from there. And Friday rolls around. Man, I'm just cruising through this week because like a lot happened, but like at the same time, not much happened. We got picked up by Brother Powell, and we helped a few members. We were only supposed to move a couch, and then it turned out to be a couch, a china cabinet, and a recliner. But it was pretty good, though. We helped it out. We managed to get it all done, which is pretty good. Then we went, got lunch at that sandwich shop that he took us to last time, and took us home. Then we helped Sam and Lori with their brake lights. It was Fred's, which is Lori's dad. His truck, his brake lights weren't working, so we were helping with that. They were biked around in a lot of failed contact attempts, and then we just came home for the day. Saturday we helped out with the Fishers for a little bit, doing some scraping and some cleanup, some more, and then we came home and started doing some weekly planning. We were supposed to do this lesson, but that fell through, so we just went to the church and did studies. And then we had interviews for Lori and Sam, and we had one of the mission president counselors come up and do the interviews just because we needed to, and they both passed, so yay. And we're gonna have the baptism the next Saturday, and then we drove to Dyer and had a dinner at a member's house, and that was super good. And then we drove to the church and had his own Zoom call, got transfer news, excuse me. And we both ended up staying. A few people were staying as well, and some people were leaving. We find out the sisters of Jackson are getting a trio, so that was pretty interesting to see that. And yeah, Sunday rolls around. It was fast Sunday, so we were fasting and all. We only had 3 people at church, so it was kind of a spike of people from 8 the week before to now 3, but it was still pretty good. We after church we came home and did some studies and all that, and drove to Milan and biked around. We had some discussions with people and had some good lessons. Then we drove to Medina and had breakfast for dinner at a member's house. But we were kind of late there because one of the persons we were talking to kind of went over, but it was a really good conversation with him. I can't complain. But then we had, but actually, we were supposed to have Bible study that Sunday, but that kind of fell through because they were out of town or whatever like that, and we just had Collins with his own leaders and talked to a few other people, try to find another person, but then just ended the day there. But yeah, this week was a pretty good week. Not much did happen, yeah, but it was honestly just pretty good. I'm excited for the baptism coming up. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna make 8 people I helped bring to baptism so far. My mission. That's pretty good. I'm quite proud for what I've been able to help people do, along with my companions, of course. But yeah, it's adventurous. Life is, and yeah, I'm going to bed because I'm tired. But yeah, I love you all, and I hope you're all doing well. I miss y'all. I don't say it as much, but I do. And even if I do say it a bit, I just want you to know I love you and I miss you. And yeah, have a good night or a good day or whatever time you were looking at this, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.